When we look at the world today, and we look at all these wars and rumors of wars and all these mighty nations, it was the same way back then, except for technology is different. Do you think these nations are going to war against one another, old wars or whatever may be going on now? You think they're just going off of emotion? They just say, I'm tired of all of this going on. We're going to go to war with each other. Do you think that that's how it goes? They're consulting God. Do you think that God is nowhere in the mix here? We need to really start thinking around here. We in la la land, y'all. We'll spend all of our time thinking about other stuff. But then when you get to talking about stuff like this, people get, oh, well, I don't know too much about that. And, well, you should. You should look into it. You got time to look into everything else. Look into that. It'll benefit you greatly. All of these nations are being led by what they consider God. Now, I don't know what God they are leading, that's leading them. But the God of the house of Israel, the God of, let's just say, the God of the Hebraic house is the creator. Do you not think that he's privy to everything going on up in here, up in here? Do you think social media is a new invention? Well, not even social media. Do you think being able to look into someone's life, like these little home ring cameras that we got, and you can see somebody's house and what they're doing in their house real time, you think all of this is new? If you were a God and you created everything, would you not have the ability to see all these things in real time? Would you not be able to see what the people choose to offer in the form of their creations, whether on social media or in the malls or in the bookstores or wherever people buy and sell? Would you not want to know all that? If you were the creator, would you not have a handle on what's going on amongst the nations? If the God of Israel, the Hebrew God, had a handle on what was going on amongst the nations in biblical times, do you think he don't have a handle on what's going on around here right now? Or did he just disappear? Oh, he disappeared. Okay. He got tired of us and he turned his back on us and he disappeared. Okay. I don't know, friend, because he's moving real monumentally in my life. I don't know about you, but he's very, very active in my life. I'm here to tell you. The same things that we're dealing with today, these people dealt with way back then. And they were thinking the same way we were thinking. We think. These people didn't know, they didn't see God move like that. They had an idea, the forefathers of these people saw it, but there was a beginning and an end to that. And then there was a reliving of those stories that needed to take place, a remembrance of that activity. It wasn't like God is coming out here again doing signs and wonders. No. He did it. It's done. Regurgitate that. I got other stuff to do. I'm moving in other ways that I don't want you to see. And in order to trace my hand, you got to be real close to me. You've got to be aligned. So that those that stay close get more. They get more attention because they stay close. I know their name. Balaam, calling God forward, and he will come. How does he come? Why is he coming? Because he knows his name. He sees him worthy. And even though he's a sorcerer, he aligns to God. He follows the law. This is the part. It's not about it's not about a lot of times right or wrong. It's about alignment. It's about righteousness. It's about the law, the real law. Because you have many laws. You got the law of, okay, California. I live in California. We got a law here, and this is our law. I go to Arizona. There's another law in Arizona that mandates that region. Okay, I go to Texas. There's another law in certain areas of Texas, depending on where you are. And then there's another law in Georgia. Nevada has a law. There's all kind of laws, but God's law, friend. God's law. The law that supersedes all the rest. The foundation, no law. The law that all the other laws mimic in their creation. God's law. This is my word for you today, y'all. On today's Bible study. And this is what I speak to when I said